Hey everybody, it's Diane Gale here from the blog and YouTube channel Sustainable Slow Living, and today you and I are going to make a pumpkin spice latte for dogs. This Thanksgiving, when you are enjoying your slice of pumpkin pie after your dinner, you can make this little treat for your dog. And overall, this treat is really pretty good for them. This is going to be a quick video today because this literally takes seconds to do. Please note that it is called a pumpkin spice latte, but it doesn't have any coffee in it. You really should not give your dogs caffeine. And also please note that it's very important that you pay attention to the ingredients that you use when you're making something for your pets from human food, because there are a lot of things that they can't have. So I will cover the ingredients in detail, and there will also be, I think I'm going to call it tips and tricks, but there will be a section on the blog that will be pretty specific about each of the ingredients and what it is that you should look for, because I know that I'm not going to get it all covered in today's video. However, I will talk a little bit about it, and if you just use what I have here instead of substituting anything else, then you should be in good shape. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a half a cup of pure pumpkin. Now you can take and roast your own pumpkin in the oven and mash it. I've done that many years, and then I freeze it in portions in the freezer so that I can bake with it later. That's obviously the best thing to do. Or you can buy a can of pure pumpkin. Just make sure that you read your ingredients and that all that's in it is pumpkin. Because if you pick up like pumpkin pie filling, there's a Libby's pumpkin pie filling, I mean just all the store brands, lots of other brands too, but they have things in them that your Pooch should not have. So you want pure pumpkin, 1/2 cup. And then I am using a 1/2 cup of coconut milk today. And we're going to use a little cinnamon and we're going to use a little ginger. Now, spices are not particularly fabulous for dogs. It is not something that you want to give your canine friend a lot of. So we are literally going to use a tiny little pinch of cinnamon and one tiny little pinch of ginger. Any spices that you give your dog, you want to check on, because there are some spices that they can't have at all. And a pumpkin pie spice won't work for this. There are things in there that your dog can't have, and your dog cannot have nutmeg. So if you are someone who cooks a lot and you're just thinking of, you know, the little baking kind of fall season trinity of spice, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger, you definitely don't want to just flow with that and put any nutmeg in here. And then we're just going to take a whisk, and we're going to whisk this all together. And guys, that's it. Pumpkin is really good for dogs, and most dogs really love it. And this is definitely a treat. It is not a treat that should be given every day. But it is a fun treat, and it's pretty cool to give it to your Pooch on Thanksgiving. I'm wishing that I was with my beautiful bulldoggy so that I could give this to him on Thanksgiving. But my sister and my brother-in-law have a lovely pup. His name is Barkley. And I know that you've heard him barking in at least the last video. And he and I have gotten pretty close, so I'll be whipping one of those up for him this Thanksgiving. And there's also 2 pups upstairs at my nephew's, and I just may whip something up for them as well. I also want to share with you that coconut milk can cause gastrointestinal distress in dogs. Now, it's generally very mild, and I'm not even sure that it's all that common. My bulldoggy never had any trouble with it. But just don't overload your dog on a big old portion of this. If you use coconut milk, you can use goat's milk. And I'll put some more information about that in the blog. I actually have to check what's going on out there about cow's milk. I always gave Riley a little bit of raw milk every now and then. I'm really not sure whether that's recommended, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. I'll put some information on it in the blog. For the purposes of photos today, I'm going to take and I'm going to put this in just a cute little dish. I actually picked this up at the dollar store. If you have a little pup, you can probably put it right in here and give it to your pup. You can do it with any size pup, but a big pup is going to make a mess out of this. I give this to the dogs on Thanksgiving. I'll probably just put it right in their dish. That's the easier way to go. But you know we need pictures for the blog. And I think they're going to come out adorable in this little dish. So that's what we're going to do right now. And there it is. This smells amazing right now, but I love pumpkin. You can put a little whipped cream on this for your Pooch. And sometimes when I made Riley whipped cream for little special treats, I would just do my own. I would just take heavy cream and just whip it until it turned into whipped cream. You have to watch it because after whipped cream comes butter. So you want, to stop blending it. When you're making it for yourself, you're going to put things in there like sugar and maple syrup and honey and, vanilla and all of that. But when you do it for your Pooch, just use a little bit of heavy cream and whip it up. And you can put a little dollop on top. It makes it that much more special. If you don't mind giving your Pooch the tiniest bit of sugar, on a special occasion like Thanksgiving, you can just use a can of whipped cream. You want to make sure that there's no xylitol in it. Sometimes they use xylitol as a sweetener in whipped cream, and xylitol can be fatal to dogs. And I know I've said it in other videos, but when you're putting peanut butter in things for your Pooch, you want to watch for xylitol too. But I'm just going to put the tiniest bit on there today. I don't even have a Pooch here to give this to right now, but I will take this home for Barkley. I'll just scoop that whipped cream off there after I get some pictures. And this is just a great little way to show your Pooch that, the holiday is for him too. I hope that all of you make a little pumpkin spice latte for your favorite canine friend. I am so glad that you joined me here today. We're going to get together again, and we're going to do it really soon.